Mighty Helios Discourse, Santa Fe, New Mexico, April 25, 1951. Number 4 series of 15 Loved of my heart, I want to make you feel tonight, your complete oneness with my life. If you will remember the words of the Master Jesus, when he said, "Tam the open door that no man can shut," I wish you to realize that, because my life by the authority of my love, fills this entire system of worlds, and you are part of that life, then the door to my love is open to you at all times, for all eternity, and none can shut it. There is no law by which life may be closed out of our love, because all life is one, all energy is one, all substance is one, and all consciousness is one everywhere. It is this oneness, which I want you to feel, with the cosmic fire of my love. Therefore, through that love and its fiery action and cosmic power, you are the authority in the physical octave, to change any condition less than that love, into the full perfection you desire. When I long ago offered you the use of my ascended master consciousness with others of the ascended host, it was with the hope that we might awaken mankind to the feeling of this oneness with our life, that the greater powers of our use of the great central sun magnet would draw the attention of the outer selves of mankind unto the victory of the ascension. Therefore, those of you who really know your oneness with me, will be privileged at all times, to draw whatever intensity of any power which comes under my direction, that you desire to bring into the physical world. 19. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. If you demand my presence with yon, there I am. Then the flame shall come instantly at your call, into the physical atmosphere about you, and focus into the physical world my life, my qualities, my authority, my power of the cosmic fire here, in your physical octave. I want you to feel that tonight, as you never felt it before. It is a scepter of power over all conditions in this world, which shall force them to change into the perfection which they should be now. I want you to awaken to this. I want you to use this power. I want you to know your oneness with my life, my cosmic fire, my authority, and all the miracles which abide in our octave, that can be lowered into your physical world, to produce perfection here, which all will enjoy forever. Now tonight, I am going to remove another veil. I want you to understand that what you call your physical senses are not physical at all, you just think so. In this case, the thinking doesn't make it so. That's the cloud of the human concept. Your power of sight is not a physical thing. Your power of sight is in the life of your beloved I Am presence and higher mental body. Your power of hearing is within that life. Your power of feeling is within that life. Your ability to see is within the life of the higher mental body. Your ability to speak, to feel and sense a thing, is within life. Those are qualities and attributes in the life energy from your higher mental body, which flows constantly through the outer form. You think they are your physical senses, yet they leave you every night when your body sleeps. Where do they go? Wouldn't you like to know? Where is your so-called physical faculty of hearing, when the body sleeps? Now don't think I am facetious, I don't intend to be, but where is your power of hearing, when the body snores and someone else hears that in you? 20. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Don't? Where did your power of hearing go? Now, we are proving something to you. What you call your physical senses, my dear ones, are not physical. Your so-called physical senses are the divine attributes of your higher mental body. Therefore, since you only use them partially through the physical form, when the physical body sleeps, those faculties go in the finer body, where the higher mental body wishes to accomplish other things, or where the desires of the human entangle that consciousness, in the human creation of the atmosphere of earth. Since the attributes of your life belong to your higher mental body, when you put the physical body to sleep, and those attributes are active somewhere else, where are you? Now remember, your attributes or powers of life belong to your higher mental body, and the physical body is laid to sleep with just enough energy pulsating through the circulatory system to keep it partially active, but your identity that you call you is not in the body when the body sleeps. Then how much of you is physical? This isn't a case Cheyenne tonight. I am just going to stir you into thinking. Try to realize that until you come back in love, gratitude, devotion, and unconditional giving back of your outer self, all of it, to the complete possession, control and at-one-ment of your feelings, with your higher mental body and your I Am presence, you are only partly aware of your real self. Try to feel your at-one-ment with our life. Until you come to that, you live but a partial existence, here in the physical octave. You may not think it is but partial, but yet it is. It is but a fragment of what you can be, and what you really are, and what you ought to use in this physical world. Precious ones, in every golden age of the past, man. 21. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Kind used the power of levitation. They were not subject to the density of the present physical bodies. In every golden age, mankind had the greater powers of life and use through the physical form, because the physical form was less dense. In other words, there were more of the faculties of the higher mental body, in outer expression through the physical form. Now, if you are too tired to think too deeply, I won't go any deeper, but I think you would like to explore some of the realms of which I am the master. Applause. Audience rising. Thank you so much, precious ones. Won't you be seated? Now I would like to ask you to come with me, and explore the regions of my love, explore what the manifestations are, which it produces in this system of worlds. Your outer scientists think that the sun is a ball of hot fire, and yet there are beings, my loved ones, who live within the fire, but because the substance is finer than any discord, the fire is perfectly comfortable to their life, their feeling and to their consciousness. Those bodies who move within that terrific electronic force are perfectly comfortable, I assure you. Therefore, when you call the flame of my love to abide in and around your physical body, each of you may have it. When you want to draw forth the qualities and the attributes of my love of life, in and through your physical forms into outer use, there is nothing to say you nay. I will not say no to you. And what is there in your world that is greater than I? What is there in your outer conditions, which has more power than my love? What is more powerful than my fire, that I draw qualified with my love to enfold you, and give you the greater use of your own faculties of life, your own attributes of life from your higher mental bodies? What is there in your world that can say no to me when I command? 22. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. I want you to feel my authority tonight, for I have turned your attention to this condition, to draw my authority into the physical octave, and forbid the authority of the human to act. Therefore, if you demand that my love come into you and your world, and forbid anything that is not my fiery cosmic love to live in you or your world, if you issue that command, then the manifestation shall so manifest. If you are determined that the flame of my love in its cosmic authority and power shall fill you and your world with my authority, and my flame shall forbid any authority to exist in your world but my love, then it shall so manifest. Applause. Audience rising. Thank you, precious ones. Won't you be seated, please? I won't hold you very long tonight, but I want to fire you with my feeling of that love. I want you to know that if you desire these flames of my love in and around you to be the authority to act, then you have to issue your decrees with a fierce feeling of determination. You have to stir the ethers in which you move, part the veil, and provide the way for me to send my flame into your world. I could send it and force it to burn its way through everything, but I may not intrude it upon you. If I have your call through your free will, and you desire that love into your physical world, since I am the authority of this whole system of worlds, I have a right to place that flame wherever your authority calls it into outer action. I want you to know that the individualized flame of my cosmic love can focus into you and your physical affairs as definitely, as visibly, as tangibly, as any physical object in your physical world, just as visible and tangible as that table. It is not physical, but it can be visible and 23. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Tangible in your physical world, for if I choose to place it there, who is there to say nay to me? When the power of the physical sun comes into certain portions of the earth, where mankind cannot stand it, who is master? There are portions of your earth, where the flame of the physical sun continues to pour, where the physical bodies of mankind cannot live. Then who is master? Why do you think that power is poured there? Why do we draw it to keep mankind away? Because of the filth mankind has placed there before, and that fire is established to bum that filth out of the universe. Who is master of this world? Do you understand what I offer you tonight? I wonder if you do. Do you know the power of my love, anchored in and around you as a living flame, to be the authority, which forbids the human to torture you more? Do you know what I give you? Applause. Audience rising. Thank you, precious ones. Now while you are standing for just a moment, will you feel and visualize this flame, white at the center, gold and pink and blue enfolding the white, with a radiance of violet filling and surrounding your physical bodies, and becoming a sun about you. For just a moment feel it as deeply as you can. Hold yourselves close within TTI's flame often. Feel my love there, to assist you to produce perfection in your world, fulfill your calls, and help you render your service to your homes and your nation, as life intends, and be our joy that your hearts desire. Won't you be seated, please? Now, if you should become curious, this is one place where it is permitted, so you may explore the flame of my love and understand all that is within it. I am quite sure it is capable of teaching you about itself within yourself, all that you could ever want to know, and all that you will ever be required to know, as you require it in your 24. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Onward journey of expanding perfection. Within this flame is my love, is the voice of the silence, which can speak to you my will of love. In this flame is the voice of the silence, which can teach you from within, what you can never learn from the outer. Within this voice of the silence of my love, there can come to you, the peace of the great, great silence. When that peace bums brightly within you, in the glory of its everlasting happiness and the authority of its cosmic fire, you will command it to expand, until its very presence frees all life wherever you abide. You will come deep within the silence of my heart's love, and there learn of things, which your beloved I Am presence will reveal to you from time to time. That is why I say, the oneness of life, the oneness of love, the oneness of energy, substance and consciousness, is the eternal fire, the sacred fire of our love, or our great authority to this system of worlds. Do you realize that even as we touch this feeling, just in these few moments, as your attention is upon this which I am revealing, there comes the peace and the ease of the great silence? When you feel me and feel that love in the great silence, itis in authority, isn't everything else gone when you feel that stillness? Then it is the power to set you free. It is the authority from the mighty I Am presence in the great central sun. Your beloved I Am presence will ever reveal to you, and bring into outer physical action through the physical form, more of each of the attributes of your love, as you require them, to produce perfection in this world, which is to be sustained forever. Only the perfection of our love, precious ones, can, 25, property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated, be allowed to live forever. No matter what you pour your energy into in the physical world, no matter what you desire to do in the physical octave, unless it be the fire of our love, it is only here today and gone tomorrow, but the fire of our love lives on for eternity. Within it is happiness, mastery, authority, and perfection, ever growing greater in its expanding joy. It becomes a blessing to the entire universe, and only that alone can be allowed to be made eternal. The ephemeral things of the outer world's activities are wasting God's energy, constantly building limitations that torture life, when the law of our love in its cosmic fire ever brings happiness and eternal perfection, which alone can be sustained, because it comes from love. It is the law of love. It possesses all. It is the great command for perfection everywhere, and it ever leads on, and on, to the great expansion of cosmic activity. I would say to you tonight, if you choose to live in a world of my heart's flame of everlasting love, I shall welcome you there. Once you know all that is within it, the outer world could never again draw you, with all it has to offer. The temporary accomplishments of the physical octave are as dust in the breeze. You have had quite a lot of that just recently, I think, and you do not need it. This referred to dust storms which had recently appeared. It could just as well be the perfect balance of the four elements in this world, which only love can bring. You may seek for eternity, and try out everything mankind has ever thought of in this world, but only the life and love of our sacred fire can bring purity and balance everywhere in your world. You might just as well make up your minds tonight to use it constantly, and if you are fierce enough in your determination to demand it, your world. 26. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. From tonight is free from every limitation. It depends entirely on your determination. If you will determine to live in the world of my love, and let its cosmic fire be the authority of everything in this world which you contact, then you will know me from day to day, with a greater knowledge than the rest of mankind has ever dreamed exists. Your world from tonight may be the world of my heart's love, the flame of its authority and power, and the goal of its glory in the ascension. Just imagine, precious ones, the happiness of entering into your ascension, clothed in the flame of my heart's love, and then tell me, if the world can give you anything which equals that attainment? You may be clothed in the flame of my heart's love, long before your ascension, and your pathway may be as joyous as you desire, if you are determined to come to me. If you are determined to make your world the same as my world, the fiery love of all Christ perfection, then there will be no more veils between you and me. After all, my dear ones, veils are not eternal. These human shadows of limitation come and go, as ceaselessly as the waves of the ocean. They come and they go, and the incessant swing of that energy causes you to be in distress in the turmoil of its action. It will never give you rest, until my fiery love enters into that ceaseless sea of energy, and says, "Peace, be still." Only love can release the fire that controls the waves, controls the winds, controls the earthquake, controls the electronic force of all that is, everywhere forever. Enter into this flame of my heart's love, and become its authority in the physical world. To consume that which has dishonored life, it must be consumed by the conscious command of unascended beings, assisted by those of US, WHO direct this sacred. 27. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Fire to the earth. The conscious command must be given, because the veils and the shadows of distress have been created by conscious command. Therefore, the freedom must be by conscious command. My flame must descend by conscious command. My love must come forth by conscious command. Your call to me and my command completes the descent of that flame, to come and give you of myself, of the blessings which have become mine throughout countless cycles and eons of time, wherein I have used the great energy of life, as the great divine plan commands. May you enter onto the pathway tonight, in that same mighty use which makes you to master over everything in this world. Then distress becomes for you a forgotten condition, and the door of that memory has been locked against its distress and limitation forever. My door, which no man can shut, is my flame of love, for no one can shut that love away from you, if you desire it. None can prevent me giving it. It will bum its way through all things, as you call it, into the physical world, to be for you all the perfection you require. It will bum away the limitations of your fellow man also by conscious command. Come into the flame of love in my heart, and let us explore those realms of life, where abides the ever-expanding cosmic glory of that beloved mighty I Am presence in the great central sun. It forever reveals its self-sustained beauty, perfection, and joy that is eternal throughout the universe. This is your home, my loved ones, in your temporary journey through this world. Your journey here is to release you from these limitations, so you may draw the fire of love, which is the master hand of all in the universe, into all in your world. May it blaze within you. 28. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Tonight, let it fill your world. Command it to go forth, and let it become the strength of the fire in your people, to awaken to the glory the I Am presence ever holds, awaiting their use by conscious call, until all that has sought to create chaos is compelled to bow before the cosmic fire which is its master forever. Never yield to anything in this world as the authority over you, except the perfection of our love. Call this flame of my love into outer physical action everywhere, and let it reveal to you the master authority which I am everywhere in this system of worlds. You are mine, because my life has been given to you, so the unfed flame of your life may live in the greater life of my love, and expand to become one day a sun which is the ruler of a system of worlds. Enter in and be the glory of its boundless blessings. Use it without limit. Let its victory fill your nation, and make alive that peace which belongs here, and must bring its freedom to life. By the command of your beloved Saint Germain and your beloved Master Jesus, who ever stand awaiting some opportunity to give you the flame of their love, that commands the ascension for all. May the fullness of this great oneness of our love, and its cosmic authority of the sacred fire, lift from you tonight every limitation, every veil, and let you have the unlimited use of the great powers of your own life. Then in the physical world, go forward, the vanguard of mankind, lifting the light high, which compels the shadows to disappear and to reveal to mankind the pathway of light, at the end of which stands ever awaiting you the glory of God, and the hands of the ascended host, to lift you into the ascension. The glory of that pathway is the flame of our love, and it is yours to use without limit, to bring perfection into. 29. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. The physical world, that shall glorify life forever with freedom. May its peace in the boundless power of the great silence abide with you, as you call that flame into outer action, until this fire becomes the peace of the world forever. You have the power, you have the authority, you have the knowledge. I feel tonight, you have the desire in your hearts, to call this into outer action and assist your beloved Saint Germain, to fire the people in your nation awake, and help raise them to freedom, with God as your day star and beloved victory ever abiding, to bring you the perfection which is your eternal home. Call this into outer action. Let peace possess the earth, and the cosmic fire of our love rule for eternity, with the hand of God to direct you. In the glory of that great silence, and the power of its glorious love, do I enfold you tonight. May you know happiness and freedom you have never experienced before in any age. Let it become for you the glory of our world, manifesting heaven on earth, until the earth becomes a sun of our love for eternity. It must be so. It is the destiny of all life, and that is the fulfilling of the great divine plan. You have called forth to have it manifest on earth, and my sacred fire of eternal love is the way and means to bring it here, as quickly as possible. Then shall peace in the glory of the great silence ever abide, and draw all life into our octave of perfection for eternity. May it draw your blessed ones in the national defense home here where they belong, and let their hearts in the joy and freedom of eternal release turn Godward. Understand the beloved I Am presence, and the goal of the ascension be irresistible in the great love, to draw you and draw them all to our home where you all belong. That home is in my heart's love, and I give it to you for eternity. May you. 30. Property of Saint Germain Press, Incorporated. Know all that it contains and can do for you while in the physical octave, and release that which sets the world forever free. Your beloved Master Jesus, your beloved Saint Germain, your beloved God have gone the way before you. They have opened the door. They are pointing you through, and their love is drawing you irresistibly into your victory. May beloved mighty victory in that love which he has become to the earth, and that love which the great ones have given through the centuries, raise you quickly into freedom. May their cosmic fire now cover the earth, and as you call to me, will this love converge into outer action and become the atmosphere of the world, until all becomes perfection expressed. Love alone is the one and only way it can be accomplished. It is my privilege to call forth its cosmic fire, and answer your every heart's call, for the victory of the ascension of the earth and all upon it, into eternal freedom, where peace reigns supreme over all. May love claim its own into her heart's flame, and release you tonight, from all that is not its glory forever. I abide with you and await your slightest wish, so long as I can pour my flame of love, to assist you to be free. I thank you. Property of Saint Germain Press.